of Louisiana map's most distinct features has been in danger of vanishing forever.
Yeah, but the discovery of sea turtles on the Chandeleur Islands may make the case for saving them. John Snell takes us there in a Coast in Crisis report.
A seaplane takes us on an adventure from Belchase over the marsh in St. Bernard Parish to the most isolated spot in all of Louisiana, the Chandeleur Islands.
This is a pretty remote island. It's about 75 miles east of New Orleans and about 25 miles south of Mississippi.
Todd Baker of the Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority leads a field trip of state and federal scientists, environmentalists, and one lucky reporter to this part of the Breton National Wildlife Refuge, the second oldest refuge in the country and the only one that the father of the refuge system, President Teddy Roosevelt, ever actually visited.
These islands might be a favorite spot for avid fishermen, but they are so remote now, few people ever visit them. For the vast majority of people, they are simply off the radar.
The 50-mile-long chain is said to be uninhabited, but that's only if you count the humans. Baker was in a wildlife and fisheries plane in June looking for evidence of sea turtles before any restoration project can begin here.
The wildlife fisheries now were in the plane looking for sea turtle crawls and found 53 of them on this island throughout the course of the summer.
53 trails mother turtles left behind as they crawled from the Gulf to find a nesting spot. Baker was floored.
When you're expecting to see maybe 4 or 5 in a year and you get up and there's so many crawls in a single day and the plane is doing donuts and you're trying to write notes and there's another crawl and somebody's hollering there's another crawl and then trying to take pictures, it was pretty chaotic.
2 different species were using the island, including the Kemp's Ridley. The first time in 75 years that highly endangered turtle had been documented nesting on a Louisiana beach.
It's just really awe-inspiring, and it makes you want to protect it even more to be able to come out here and experience it.
The Chandeleur Islands once stretched over 11,000 acres. Today, roughly 1/10 of them remain, the farthest removed points in a sinking delta formed when the river ran through St. Bernard a couple thousand years ago. And they steadily lose their battle with the sea. Hurricanes like George, then Katrina walloped the islands, and lesser-known storms followed.
Anytime you have a high water event for a period of time, it starts to take a great toll on these islands.
Some engineers theorize the islands, now so removed, no longer serve as much hurricane protection, but they still knock down the sea to some extent.
You can see the waves coming in, and on the backside it's a little bit calmer. It's not smooth as glass, but that obviously shows you how these islands mitigate some storm surge.
Sea turtles seem to be staging something of a comeback on the Gulf Coast, with more nests in Alabama this year and even some in Mississippi. The discovery of these occupants in the refuge may jolt into a higher gear plans to restore Louisiana's islands.
So what we have here is a small depression in the sand right behind that pile of shells.
Later, they confirmed this nest contained 100 eggs. 76 hatched successfully prior to our visit.
Do you get a hope maybe? I don't know if the evidence is there, but is there a hope that maybe this is recovery from the spill?
Well, certainly we hope so. The problem with this is we don't know how many were here before. Certainly they didn't all 53 show up this year.
I want to be able to say that, but we have to say the jury is still out because of the life cycle of a turtle. They don't lay nests until they're 20 or 30 years old.
One of those on the field trip, Representative Stuart Bishop, the powerful chairman of the Louisiana House Ways and Means Committee, who pledges to find the state's share of restoring this place.
I grew up on the coast. My boys spend a lot of time on the coast, and we've got to do something to leave the coast a better place for the next generation.
CPRA already secured $8 million for design and engineering from Gulf oil spill money, but restoration itself could run a few $100 million.
A lot of people would have trouble justifying that. How do you make the case for it?
Well, several ways. Number one, this island was impacted by the oil spill. And so to restore what the impacts from the oil spill had on it is certainly one justification.
In fact, there are still pots of money available stemming from the 2010 Gulf spill. The state could tap into that money once designers get a better idea of exactly how they want to rebuild the islands.
And how to build a resilient project, because projects like this don't come along often.
That's the key challenge here. Not simply piecing the Chandeleur Islands back together, but designing something that will last. John Snell, Fox 8 Local First.